There had been much to savour for Leicester City in 2010-11. Great goals and unforgettable moments. Sven-Göran Eriksson had made a promising start to his time in charge, despite his side running out of steam in the final push for the playoffs. There were plenty of reasons for Fox's fans to be optimistic ahead of the new campaign. It was a busy summer for the Swede as he welcomed a host of top-class talent to the King Power Stadium. The season kicked off with the M69 derby at the Ricoh Arena, and first local bragging rights would go to Leicester.
Konchesky looking for distance. Leicester still struggling here to get it away if they can. Actually back to Konchesky, who has the chance to try and get it away. Vassell's after this, oh, he's caught him. Well, he has caught David Bell, and the referee has shown a straight red card. He decided here that a sending off was warranted. Here's Bell. He's going to find himself in shooting position. Excellent save by Schmeichel. Here's Wellens. Struggling to get control, and Baker comes sliding in. It's another card, it's another red. And this time Coventry have a man sent off for that challenge. There's Peltier. This is Dans who hits it first time. Nugent's in the middle, off the post. Talk about lucky goalkeeper. Well, Murphy didn't know anything about this until it arrived in his hands. Wellens with a free kick. Peltier! Goal for Leicester! They have the lead! And do they enjoy that? A moment to celebrate. A very good finish.
Both these teams started the season with 1-goal victories at the weekend. And it's Rotherham who will look to break here through last season's top scorer, Adam Lafondra. Goes in on goal, pulls it across. Rotherham have the lead, though Matthew Mills could do nothing about it. Lafondra can't claim it. It's Mills' own goal. It's Rotherham 1, Leicester 0. Rotherham looking to build on this sprightly start. The header there was kept out. It was Ryan Cresswell's header. Lafondra. And then Cresswell is foiled. Leicester's free kick, oh, it's got in. There's the equaliser, and it's Paul Gallagher who claims it with his head, he says. Don't get too many of those. Leicester level. And it was indeed Gallagher. Gallagher tussling. It might break here for Schlupp. And Schlupp goes on, and then takes it away from goal, pulls it back across and in. Well, I thought he was being rather greedy here, but Jeffrey Schlupp has Leicester City's second goal. He seems to be going away from the area where he could cause damage. Rotherham are on the back foot once again. Pull back in for Gallagher, into the area he goes. The cross is good for Schlupp. He's got another one. The German-born striker who has Ghanaian heritage has 2 goals at the Don Valley. Harrison tried to get it back. It's across here. Gallagher will go for goal. Shot driven in at Warrington. Andy Warrington can only parry, and Schlupp has got a hat-trick on his debut. Well, I think he's the first since 1945 to have done that for Leicester City. What a night here for Jeffrey Schlupp. Warrington parried Gallagher's effort. Schlupp followed it in.
Obviously a great achievement to get a hat-trick at this level, and now I feel like I'm proving myself at a higher level again, so hopefully I can get more goals. I got the match for, got it signed by everyone, so that'll be put in the cabinet at home.
Neil Dance picks out Nugent. Chance for Nugent, just dragged wide. Looking to get the goal scoring underway at the King Power Stadium. Nugent just wide. Dance. Now Nugent. He's tried to curl on it. Back off the post. He's getting closer, David Nugent. Had the best chance of the first half. And he strikes the post here. King. Oh, not far off. Federici palming the ball into the sky. And Leicester continuing to cause Reading problems. It's a driven corner, touched in by Hunt. Reading are in front. Kebe onto Robson Kanu, who finds a top corner. In the last minute, Reading have sealed it.
Looks as though it's going to be set up for Maynard. And Maynard fires it straight into the goal. Not a chance for Schmeichel. And Bristol City lead. Oh, shock to the system, that's for sure. And might it get worse? Campbell Rice. Fernandez with the challenge. And it's a penalty. Signalled by Nigel Miller. Gelson Fernandez with the challenge. He scored once from a set piece from the free kick, but this time he's hit the frame of the goal. Maynard with a golden opportunity. Peltier. Well, that's nice. Here's Dyer. And Gherkin turns it away as King was about to celebrate. Great opportunity. Good save. Well, Kenny trying to bring it away. Gallagher's taken it from him. Nugent, and it's gone in. It's his first goal in the Championship for Leicester. And Gherkin, well, he made one good save earlier, but he couldn't keep this one out. Ledger. Oh, that's a bit risky. In fact, it's very risky. Maynard still 2-1. St Ledger on his debut with a moment to forget for Leicester. Gallagher with the turn, he almost came off for him. Here's King, good run. And he picks someone out, McAllister. Well, it bounced off his chest and Gherkin was able to pounce on the ball. It's all very congested in there and Forest can't make any progress. Morgan, Boateng, Cohen, Greening, they're trying to get themselves a little time and room, but in the end, Gelson Fernandez takes it away. What an opening this. And Nugent stays onside and guides it home, and Leicester City are in front. And Gelson Fernandez may not have scored it, but by goodness, he certainly had a part to play in its creation. The visitors ahead at the City ground. There are questions being asked by Nottingham Forest, but Sven-Göran Eriksson knows that it's Gelson Fernandez who made a terrific contribution. And Nugent couldn't and didn't miss. And again, Forest guilty of giving possession away. And here's Dans and Nugent and Dans again. And it's 2-0 off the line, but it will be now. Gelson Fernandez, who set up the first, scores the second. And for the second time in a matter of minutes, Forest give possession away and are punished. Up came Gelson Fernandez. And Fernandez scores his first goal in English football since September 2008. and he has put Leicester City 2 up inside the opening 21.5 minutes. Morgan forward into the path of Finlay. Referee waves play on because Majewski has it. Finlay looking, and Mills, penalty, handball against Mills. And Forest have a lifeline. And a yellow card for Mills as well. Well, Jonathan Moss awards the penalty for that. Now there's a yellow card for Schmeichel as well, for a bit of gamesmanship. McGugan against Schmeichel. They're back in it. 12 minutes and stoppage time to go, and Schmeichel's kicked the ball away, gets a second yellow card, and he's sent off. And this game changes in a matter of moments. Well, after the ball had been slammed into the back of the net, Kasper Schmeichel reacted in frustration by thumping the ball, and he gets a second yellow card, and he has been sent off. Here's Gunter. Boateng. Greening. Cohen's back on his feet, and then we'll try and dispatch the cross. Wheel will just about get there. No, he won't! And Ishmael Miller bundles it in. Delirium around the City ground. An improbable point is theirs.
Here's Gallagher. This is Schlupp. That's a nice turn by Jeffrey Schlupp, and he finds a left-footed finish. Leicester looking to get it away here. It's a real scramble at the moment, and Jones! Well, the dummy run, it's going to be left to Low. Oh, my word, what a goal. Here's Gallagher through the wall and in. Oakley. Here's Dyer. Looking good for Leicester, looking very good for Leicester. Top quality goal. Top quality finish, and they have the lead. Dans and Fernandez working well here. Well, Dans has made the run on the end of Dyer's ball, and that should win it. A stoppage time fourth, and a celebration from Dans. Leicester are going through, but they've had a real battle tonight, and it was excellent, really excellent.
The end of the month saw one of the most enthralling games of the season, as tabletoppers Southampton looked to protect their 100% start in the league.
Dans. Good progress made by Leicester here in these early phases of the game. King has wandered out wide and drills one across in here for Vassell, and Darius Vassell gives Leicester a wonderful start to this game against the league leaders. 3 minutes gone, it's Leicester 1, Southampton 0. Vassell's the man. The corner is a good one, and it's Mills with the header, which was equally good. Kelvin Davis blocks it with the fist. It's all about Leicester at the moment. Gelson Fernandez seeking for an opening here from Schlupp, and there is an opening for Wellens. That was beautiful from Richie Wellens. He is such an educated footballer, and he knew exactly what he was doing and did it brilliantly. Harding for Southampton, who have been rocking, are looking for a way back here. Lallana is pulled out wide. Adam Lallana, oh, he puts his opponent on the deck, and here's the response that Southampton were looking for, and Harding started it and finished it as well. King now for Leicester City, and Fernandez has gone up there, and the Swiss international is foiled. Konchesky! Fine save by Davis again. Or Leicester again as Danza prepares to take this one, and well, it's got in. I think he's got it off Lambert, but the goal stands. It's an own goal by Ricky Lambert. Leicester 3, Southampton 1 from the most unlikely source. Well, it's been a lively encounter. Anything might happen, and does happen, because Southampton have a second goal from David Connolly. Southampton are giving it everything here now. Can they find a third goal? Oh, cash for Schmeichel. And again it's Southampton, and again Schmeichel foils them. It was a cracking game.
With just 40 minutes to spare on transfer deadline day, Jermaine Beckford signed from Everton. The striker would add real firepower to the Foxes' front line.
O'Brien saw the run of McNulty, and he's picked out Gray, and it will go in. Butterfield 1-0 Barnsley. Beckford, nice, very nice. King scores. Beckford the provider. King, his first of the season. He used to get it away, and here's Haynes. Full of running. Chased by Gelson Fernandez, but blocked by Schmeichel. Wonderful save. Not over yet. O'Brien, and Schmeichel's there again, and already showing his value to Leicester City.
Vassell, happy to run at the Brighton defence. He's been dragged back, but Peltier scored. Well, it won't count. The referee has given the free kick. Poor form from the referee. Just needed to play a second or two in an advantage, and Leicester would have been a goal up. They do have a free kick in a dangerous position. Paul Konchesky will take, left-footed, driven over the bar. Gus Poyet's side coming into this game, top of the table. Leicester continuing to put pressure on the Brighton defence. That's Samba's header, touched over the bar. Another chance for the home side. Konchesky looking for an option down the left-hand side. Vassell makes a run into that side of the field and tricks his way past the defender. It's a ball that's hanging up for Abe, and it's in. Leicester take the lead just after the half-time. Abe arriving late and heading home the cross from Darius Vassell. Calderon's ball in has evaded everyone, and Pansel has managed to force the ball over the bar, and Leicester survive a scare. King, Abe making a run through the middle. Oh, that's come off the hand of Painter. Free kick for Leicester, and Painter's already been booked. And there is the red card. 10 minutes to go. Brighton have just the 10 men, and they're a goal down.
Well, the Bluebirds sweeping forward against Leicester in their unusual white shirts here. Gested back to Taylor. Taylor floats one across in there. Oh, a difficult ball to control. It's gone in as well. It was miscontrolled by Ball, and Cowie took advantage. Cardiff 1, Leicester 0. Schlupp is the target. On turns between the two defenders really well. That was clever. It's an equalising goal as well. And Steve Howard, on his first start since January, gets the equaliser. And what a golden moment for the veteran striker. Darcy Blake, the Welsh international. It's rather sloppy from him. It's Dans who has picked it up. Big chance here for Leicester to go ahead. It is Lloyd Dyer. Scything strike. The ball never lifted an inch off the turf, but it flew into the net. Dans initially, and Dyer crucially. This free kick. Taken up to the edge of the area. Gested. It is Gested now. It's two apiece. Sweeping finish from Gested, and Cardiff are right back in this one. Crosses from Pansel. Cleared as far as Howard. He'll chip it up here. And tipped over the bar.
With Leicester unable to find a breakthrough in the closing stages and no goals scored in extra time, the tie went to penalties. The Foxes' 5 takers all found the net. The successful scorers being Lloyd Dyer, Steve Howard, Yuki Abe, Neil Dans, and Sean St. Ledger. As the penalties went to sudden death, John Pansel hit the target, but it was unlucky Gelson Fernandez who was first to miss, with the contest's 13th effort. Paul Quinn scored crucially for Cardiff to send the Bluebirds flying into round 4. By contrast, there were few chances as the two teams faced each other in the league just 4 days later, though the Foxes came closest.
Peltier, maybe time for one more attack. Vassell off the crossbar. Marshall scrambles to get there. Vassell should be celebrating a goal here. Gets in between goalkeepers and defenders. Just has to get a touch on this, but he heads it down into the ground and it bounces up and onto the crossbar. Golden chance right at the death to win the game for Leicester.
Everyone went up, no one really got a decisive touch. Bamba will keep it alive for Leicester. Arbe into where all those targets were, and just over the top by Beckford. He was unlucky, he was brave, took a whack for his troubles. That's it. Arbe. And again. I think he was going for the far corner. Wasn't far off it. Dispossessed at the vital moment, and a terrific shot, well saved. Here's Vassell to keep it alive. And, well, 1 or 2 targets tried to get there. The unbeaten start remains.
Back-to-back goalless draws had showed City's meanness in defence. Now is the turn of Fox's forwards to step up, and they did so in real style against local rivals Derby County.
Mukiabe, Dance, here's King again. Still King!
Lovely little flick round the corner. And then it's a clever effort because he takes it very early with the outside.
Newton has got him behind O'Brien here. Newton has got a run at goal and scores! David Newton with a clinical finish. Leicester City with the lead.
Great awareness, good run, but that touch right there gets the ball out of his feet, out in front of him, and gives him the chance. He knows he's got the legs on the defender. It's the wrong side, but the touch makes the goal. Yes, he's got to finish it, and he stays calm, and he stays composed, but that goal was all about the first touch of David Nugent. Absolutely brilliant, and didn't he like it?
So with a darting run to offer the short corner, it's more direct, it's Bamba! It's off the line by Roberts.
Really good defending, that's what he's there for. That's his job from corners, Gareth Roberts.
Vassell coming short. Through the gears he goes, King makes another run in behind, it's Andy King! It's Nugent, it's in there appealing for handball.
Oh, they're raging. The flag has gone up, the assistant referee has got his flag up. It looked as if it bounced off his foot and bounces up. It clearly hits his hand, but is that intentional?
Gelson Fernandez. Dance! Back off the post, and that is it! Darius Vassell! 2-0, just before half-time.
Maybe there's an element of justice that has just been done after the handball and the Nugent disallowed goal. It's a good strike. And then, spoke about before, how you need a little bit of luck to win games. Well, there's a little bit of luck here for Leicester, because it bounces straight off the post and straight into the path of Darius Vassell, and he's not going to miss from there.
Howard. Still Stephen Howard. What a terrific run that was. Through the save from Fielding in the end. He's pumped up for this, isn't he?
He's enjoying his time. Knows he's come on the pitch into a team that's about to win. Looking for a goal himself.
Mills header turned in. That was across the line. Jeffrey Schlupp.
Derby County don't deal with it. You can see it's well over the line, and the assistant referee does well. Where are the defenders when you've got a striker 4 yards out from goal? Don't pick him up. Pay the price.
Might be another goal in it here. Dyer! Oh, and through Fielding. They're running riot now, Leicester. 4-0. They've seen off their nearest rivals in style.
Well, I'm sure we said this was a team that was struggling for goals, but you'd never believe it, would you? By far and away, their best performance. And this is what Steve Howard brings to the table. Wins the aerial duel, falls to Lloyd Dyer. That's not the best effort, really, is it? But Frank Fielding just goes straight through his legs. The goalkeeper will be very, very disappointed.
4 of the very best for Sven-Göran Eriksson, his best championship win of the season, sees his side course towards the top of the table. A real statement of intent laid down.
Ridgewell. Now Bosa short. This is Marlon King. Oh, it was a bad first touch. Down goes Bosa short. We've got a penalty here.
Well, it's good pace from Beaujeu. At first, I'm not sure whether he actually makes contact. It's King, the retrieving defender.
I think he catches the inside of Beaujeu's foot there. It would be his first goal of the season in the Championship, and it is! Marlon King for Birmingham City. They lead Leicester by 1-0. What a great clearance there by Schmeichel, was it? Mills was at full stretch, making a challenge on Gomez, and Mills is in a spot of bother here with the referee, and it's a red card.
Well, he's lunging in, isn't he? And he's off the ground. Yeah, and he's gone in with 2 feet.
It's Beckford, couldn't quite control it. Birmingham rather lucky to get it away, and here's Wood. It's a great chance for 2-0. He could wrap up the points here now, and he has! Chris Wood for Birmingham City.
Well, Leicester have looked impregnable here at their stadium recently. Murphy with the header away only as far as Arbe, so the pressure is incessant. The cross ball is not a bad one either. Beckford at the back post. Not going to come to him. It might now, and he slipped. Jermaine Beckford slipped, otherwise it may have been a goal for Leicester on Arbe's pass and Beckford's finish. Peltier was waiting for a pass there. It didn't come to him. Instead, it's gone over to the other flank and to Paul Konchesky. The England international slides one in for David Nugent, another England international who shows international class finishing. Leicester 1, Watford 0. And Nugent, so intelligent, glided between the two defenders and finished expertly. Arbe's had quite an influence in this game. King looks to have an influence as well in here as well. It's Nugent, and it's the leg of Scott Loach that keeps the ball out. But keeping it out is all that matters for the Watford goalkeeper. Well, Watford scoreless and apparently going nowhere here, so it's Beckford who comes back to nip the ball away from them. Then he will be one of those forward. The Japanese Arbe, who's been hugely instrumental in this Leicester performance so far, clips one across in. Beckford waiting, and Beckford scores his first goal since signing from Everton. Jermaine Beckford, who's always been a goal scorer, on the end of Arbe's cross. It's a delicious moment for him. It took a deflection as well. Watford looking to get belatedly on the score sheet. Murphy tries to force it through here. He can't do so, and Kasper Schmeichel makes the save of the afternoon from Hogg. What a good goalkeeper this fellow is.
Owens will take it. St. Ledger. Unlucky. Good touch. And it's intricate again. There seem to be targets, and Arbe it was who went for the shot, and he wasn't too far off giving Leicester the lead. Certainly had the moments. But Millwall have grown into it, and well, that's a penalty. A judge should have been tripped. The complaints from Bamba fall on deaf ears. Henderson saved, no. Schmeichel got a real good touch on it, but Henderson will celebrate. And the layoff went astray. And Leicester were looking to build something, and again it breaks down, and here come Millwall again. Here's Simpson. And it's going to go through, and it'll reach Henderson. It'll be 2-0. 2 for him. Right on half-time. Johnson, Konchesky, Johnson, and Peltier off the bar. Johnson. Good ball, but couldn't quite elude the goalkeeper. And when he was eluded, the bar came to his aid. Dyer's on the chase, and it's unlucky. Just can't seem to find their way back into this, Leicester. Trotter with the corner. And Henderson! Match ball for Henderson, and probably victory for Millwall.
Following the shock defeat against Millwall, the club parted company with manager Sven-Göran Eriksson. While the board searched for a successor, coaching duo John Rudkin and Mike Stowell took temporary charge. And they couldn't have asked for a tougher test to start with. A trip to big spending West Ham United.
Here's Noble. Midfield battle won by West Ham for the moment, and Noble's making a very good run. So too has Carew. And in the middle is Baldock! Squeezing it home. It's Noble's pass. Lovely one as well for O'Brien. For Bear, in acres of space and time to finish. They are 2 up. 2 goals in a minute. Half cleared by West Ham. And here's Bamba. Lovely little juggling skills by him, and the shot not bad either. Wonderfully well to get himself in the shooting position. Here's Abe. Peltier's come up to provide the cross. Wellens with a header. Howard sees his effort blocked away. Wellens is still there. King with a goal. 1 back for Leicester. Well, a lifeline provided here. They came close on a couple of occasions before eventually it's locked it high for King to head home. It's a big clearance by Green. Picquion heading it on. The Bulldog! From back to front, West Ham have a third. Schmeichel going long now. Leicester desperately trying to get themselves back in here. King! What a goal! What a wonderful strike by King! Well, they still have hope thanks to this fantastic effort. Konchesky wants it wide here. It's Howard! Oh, it's off the defender and off the bar. How lucky West Ham proved to be here. Well, they've got a bit of space out wide here where St. Ledger has picked up his position. Good header by Peltier. Green with a wonderful save, but they've come so close here, Leicester. This is Nugent. He's made a bit of space for himself. Well, they simply cannot get the equaliser.
It's allowed to go through, and Nugent, terrific effort. Twice a Burnley player, almost back to haunt them. Howard's header cleared as far as Konchesky, who scores his first goal for Leicester. The visitors go into the lead at Turf Moor. Trippier's throw met by Bamba. Schmeichel punched it, but it wasn't to any good effect because Wallace makes it 1-1. And he is disgusted with himself. Bamba turned by Dans. It's Trippier that comes away with the ball. And here's Rodriguez, and now Austin. Well, it was a good challenge by Bamba, right at the death there, that did enough to put him off. Nicely done. Here's Howard. Now Gallagher. Former Blackburn man turns it into the path of the former Burnley man. And Leicester lead at Turf Moor, right in front of the visiting supporters. Nugent makes it 2-1. Wellens has options to the left and right, decides to go alone, and it's a penalty. Challenged by Amugu, and it is believed to be a body check by the referee. Gallagher has his own way of taking penalties, and it's worked again. The one-time Blackburn Rovers employee, Mike Stahl, enjoyed that, and so too did they. Nobody takes them like Gallagher.
A great performance epitomised by match winner Paul Gallagher. After the game, he was full of praise for playmaker Richie Wellens and full of confidence for the future.
Richie's one of them, you know, he could give him a ball in tight situations and he'll make something happen, but you know, it was a great little flick round the corner, good layoff, and you know, managed to get down the line and put a good ball in. It was a great finish, and you know, that we just got stronger and stronger from them. They were throwing everything at us, and you know, we were winning headers, blocks, and you know, Casper was coming, taking some crosses and that, and you know, I just thought we were brilliant tonight. You know, whoever comes in is coming into a good job with, you know, a great fan base and you know, good owners and you know, a good bunch of players. So you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people who want to take this job, and you know, all we got to do is concentrate on game by game. You know, whatever happens off the field happens, and you know, roll on Sunday.
Things didn't go the Foxes' way against a determined Leeds side just a few days later. A stunning strike from Adam Clayton in the 68th minute separated the two sides. But changes were on the horizon, and on the 15th of November, the club announced that Nigel Pearson would be appointed manager for the second time.
For me, the lure of coming back here was massive. I spent a lot of time thinking about coming back here, and it's, you know, now to be here and to be able to get really stuck into the job is a really big thing for me. I think it's a very talented squad. We need to make sure that we get ourselves back into the running pretty quickly. And I mean, you only have to look at the table to see how tight it is. So although there's a lot of work to be done, I like the positive pressure of having the expectation to go and achieve things, and so I'm very much looking forward to getting back to work. I suppose people who know me will expect me to say exactly the same thing, that the most important thing now is preparing for the game on Sunday and try and achieve a win, which in this division is always tough, but we're confident that we can get the season up and going.
Pearson's first game was a tough test against promotion rivals Crystal Palace, and the new gaffer passed with flying colours.
Wellens first to the loose ball, links up with Nugent before switching the play to the far side. Konchesky. Wellens onto Beckford and scores. Beats Speroni into the bottom corner. Beckford's second goal in Leicester colours. And we have the first goal in Nigel Pearson's second reign as Leicester City manager. Just 10 minutes into the second half, and Leicester with something to build on. Konchesky receiving the ball from Richie Wellens. Here's Gallagher, urged to shoot. Oh, and he does! Oh, and he finds the back of the net with a fantastic strike. 2-0 to Leicester. 20 minutes from time. Pick that out. Wonderful strike. Palace backed off, and Gallagher needed no invitation to shoot. Gallagher finds Dyer. Gallagher swings in across. Nugent keeps the move alive. Konchesky supporting him on the far side. Manages to chip in across. Partially cleared. Gallagher. Oh, he's done it again! Possibly better than the first strike. two wonder goals in the space of 3 minutes. Both goal of the season candidates. More crucially, 3 goals and 3 points. And Leicester will leapfrog Crystal Palace into 8th place tonight.
Portsmouth surge forward once again, still 0-0 though. Usyklep, Norris on the outside, Norris with the cross ball in here, surely it's time! How on earth did Schmeichel keep out that header from Kitson? Kitson shakes his head in disbelief, and Kasper Schmeichel, unbelievable. Peltier, then King, now Dyer. He'll drive in here, but plenty of blue shirts around against Lloyd. Dyer! It took a deflection, and the keeper had to do something about it. He reacted well there, Henderson. I'm not sure it was going in, doesn't matter. Or Gallagher, driven in hard and high. Here's the follow-up effort, it's a fraction wide from the foot of Mills. Snatched at it a bit. Portsmouth's turn to come on strongly again. The cutback is useful, it's not cleared away particularly convincingly. In the edge of the area there, takes the deflection! Goal for Portsmouth, Norris will claim it, 68 minutes gone. Portsmouth 1, Leicester 0. They're looking to strike back here, it's gone in for the equaliser. It was David Nugent who drove Leicester back into the game. Hard and low, and the goalkeeper may have been unsighted. Remember, it was 6-1 to Portsmouth here a year ago. 1-1 tonight, and that's a chance of making it 2-1. Norris's strike back, and another save from Schmeichel, this time from Mullins. Schmeichel has played a blinder.
The footballing world was shook in November with sad news of the passing of Gary Speed. The Wales manager, respected throughout the game, was remembered by fans and players alike.
Well, there's a real tussle going on. Not a lot of space in that midfield just at the moment. Now there is. Here's Erdley. It's Gary Taylor-Fletcher in the middle, and a very good save from Schmeichel. And it needed to be. It's Peltier. Wellens. Hits it good. And Beckford! Well, brilliantly kept out by Jilks. Well, a chance to start again here from Leicester, inside their own half. It's a nice touch by Dyer. A good run by Dyer, and he's picked out his man, who's King, and he scores. That was a really classy goal from Leicester City, in every aspect, including the finish. It's Craney. Oh, that's not a very good header by Craney, and it's given away to Beckford. And it needed again a very, very decent effort by the goalkeeper to deny Jermaine Beckford. This is wonderful touch play here by Leicester. Dyer, the goalkeeper's beaten. Dans puts it in. The defender trying to keep it out, but Leicester deserving the goal for all their quality again. Really easy on the eye, and good thinking here by Dyer, and Dans keeping his cool. Wonderful goal from Leicester City, and a great way to celebrate.
At the start of December, Pearson revisited his former club, Hull City. But it wasn't the return he or the fans hoped for, as they came up against a tenacious Tigers side.
Fryatt, good tackle, Bamba. McKenna will win it back for Hull. Fryatt letting it run. Stewart, again Bamba is there, but it's reached McLean. Real chance here. Took too long. And then goes down, penalty. Matt Mills is red carded and is sent off. It's a great spot by the assistant referee near side. That looked a clean tackle. This wasn't. Fryatt, the former Leicester man, scores! Nugent is through here for a chance. Golashi kept it out. Konchesky scores! On his weaker right side too. 10-man Leicester level. 5 minutes from half-time. Well, it looked as though the chance had gone here as Nugent sized up the opportunity and was denied by Golashi. It's a really cool finish from Konchesky. Bent it with his right foot beyond the goalkeeper and inside the far post. That's as sweet as they come. Konchesky's second goal for Leicester, and not many of their 2,500 travelling fans would have had him down as Leicester's first goal scorer of the day. In towards McLean. Now Rossini. Are we to see a late winner? Corrin with the shot! Yes, we are! What a strike by Robin Corrin! And Hull City have probably won it with that strike 3 minutes from time.
Wellens, such an articulate footballer. A little back flick from Gallagher in there. Wellens involved a second time in the move. Forward is Beckford here, and lashes in the shot. Crashes away off an upright. Jermaine Beckford close to a goal. And he's been getting a few recently. A cute angle though. Dyer. And Konchesky's continued his run and pulls it across very well indeed. Here's the header. And it's booted away in the end. St Ledger couldn't force it through. And Peterborough hanging on at the moment. Nigel Pearson, Leicester unbeaten at home since he took over, of course, having left Hull City. And it's dropping in here handily for Gallagher! 1-0 Leicester. Paul Gallagher. I think it may have taken a deflection. It landed into his path rather fortuitously, and he took advantage. Well, they're happy, he's happy. He's already beaten Peterborough once this season as manager of Hull, and now he sees Paul Gallagher give Leicester the lead. It did take one deflection, maybe even two. Boyd, such an important figure in the midfield for Peterborough. Now it's Sinclair, the tall, galloping Sinclair has laid on an equalising goal for Lee Tomlin. Joyful Peterborough, Leicester 1, Peterborough 1.
Paul Gallagher delivers from the right, hanging up for Howard. Woods tips the ball over the bar. Konchesky. Howard's let it run and Nugent's away. He's got Gallagher in support. Oh, he goes alone, and that's a fantastic finish from David Nugent. His 7th of the season. Nice move by Leicester. And a clinical finish from David Nugent. Fortune has wriggled free of 3 Leicester defenders. There's the cross and there's the goal. Billy Sharp through the legs of Kasper Schmeichel. And just beyond the hour mark, Doncaster get a deserved equaliser. Coppinger delivers to the near post. Schmeichel comes and takes the ball and the man. Coppinger again. Leicester defending stoutly enough as Stock sends one into the far post. Oh, it's a wonderful goal from Billy Sharp. Fantastic technique with the volley. 2 goals in 2 minutes, and Doncaster are in front. Gallagher. Beckford couldn't get there. Leicester, though, keeping the pressure on. Doncaster defending for their lives. Beckford's header. Wood sees that one go wide.
Boxing Day saw the arrival of the Tractor Boys. There was plenty of Christmas cheer on display before the match, but neither side could wrap up the 3 points.
Ipswich, remember, looking for a 3rd consecutive win here, having come through a really sticky period. There was Lee Bowyer, he slipped this one in there. The tackle by Konchesky, and the referee is going to award a penalty. Martin taken down. Was he inside or was he outside? Ref said inside, Darren Drysdale. So here is the chance for Michael Chopra. Wonderful save by Schmeichel. Had to get down very quickly to that to keep it out, and he did exactly that. Brilliant stop. Again, it's Ipswich throwing everything into the attack. It's away by Sol Bamba. Back in there, the danger still lurking for Leicester. It will not go away at the moment. It's bouncing anywhere and everywhere right now. It's got a cross in here. They have the goal. They have the lead. Lee Bowyer for Ipswich, and the goal had been coming. Konchesky trying to turn his man and make him dizzy. It's well kept out by goalkeeper Lee Barrett. Final effort from Nugent. Leicester's corner, they're coming on strongly in here now. Time running out for them, but the referee, I think he's going to give a penalty against Scotland, a handball. Well spotted by referee Drysdale. Let's have a look at this one again. Is this where the arm goes up? The ball bounced, and yet a little touch on it. So it will be Gallagher, who's had such a good game, and Gallagher scores! Leicester 1, Ipswich 1, and how they deserve the point. Driven hard and low and accurately.
Back heel by Lawrence, and Portsmouth are on side here. Fuchs is bearing down on goal. It's Fuchs! It's a moment to savour for Marco Fuchs. Gallagher's free kick. It's a stunning header. Dave Nugent strikes back for Leicester City. Beware of the X. He bites the hand that used to feed him.
You couldn't get a bet on this, could you? At some point during this game, David Nugent was going to get a goal-scoring opportunity, and the odds were that he'd bury it, and he does, doesn't he? He buries it emphatically. And that's a terrific header. All the pace is on the cross, and he redirects it absolutely stunningly. Superb.
Ian Lawrence to this corner for Portsmouth. Mullins letting fly. He's appealing for handball in there. Joel Ward, Casper Schmeichel beaten to it, and Halford hammers his header against the post. Lures into space for Peltier. 3 waiting inside the Portsmouth penalty area, and it almost reached Nugent. Schlupp. Richie Wellens didn't roll across his body. It's Yuki Abe. On the follow, Wellens tries to reach it, and it's Henderson who's there to greet him. Chaos at the back for Portsmouth, but they have survived.
Well, he can afford to smile, can't he? Stephen Henderson. As this ball comes in, look at Nugent's movement. It's very good. It needs defending. Halford does it well, and then from here, that's a good piece of play. Really surprised Wellens doesn't take the shot on, but spots Yuki Abe, hits it well. And the goalkeeper, a couple of saves. That was the best one.
This is Andy King. Now Jermaine Beckford scored the first goal of Nigel Pearson's second reign here. Jermaine Beckford denied under game by Henderson. Double will save, first of all to keep out Beckford, and then Andy King.
Well, that's what Jermaine Beckford brings to the table. He's got that pace and he's got the ability to run with the ball. We haven't seen it enough from Leicester. Great skill, gets around the outside and pokes the shot in.
Come to be cleared as far as Arbe into the arms of Price, who clears it, and that hit his own man Murray. It reaches Dans, and Dans scores. Well, a bizarre goal in many respects, and a respectful celebration from the former Crystal Palace man, but a freak of a setup. Price against Murray, and Dan scores. Haynes will take it, and Bamba! 2-0, and the big man enjoyed it. Very simple goal. Price got a piece of it, couldn't keep it out. Low sunshine, you can see the referee is shielding his eyes. There's Garvin. Now Parr. Oh, brilliant! Wonderful goal by Parr. And he halves the deficit with half-time approaching. Given against Howard. I think it's fair to say that Howard was least pleased with that decision. Indeed, the assistant is drawing the attention of the referee to Howard's reaction. What the referee going to do? Send off Howard. Was it something he said, or the manner in which he said it?
It's nice to score, and to score a goal like that, it adds that little bit of cherry on the top. I think if you look at some of Palace's last results against some good teams in the likes of Millwall, Birmingham, do you know what I mean, that have come here and took nothing away from this place, because they've proved a hard team to break down this year, and obviously to get the 3 points from here is a good result.
The Foxes Cup campaign continued, with a full-blooded tie at the City Ground against East Midlands rivals Nottingham Forest. The hosts were fortunate to hang on. A tasty rematch was sure to follow.
Schmeichel does clear a ball long, and he's done that there onto McEverly's head. Picked up here for Leicester, but now the break is on. It's led by Vastey. Ricardo Vastey up to the edge of that 18-yard area, waiting for help maybe. It comes in the shape of Drinkwater. It's Andy Gray! Gray scores his first goal in 12 games for the Yorkshire club. So Leicester in the unusual position of having to come from behind. Here is Dyer, and they have come from behind within 3 minutes through Lloyd Dyer. Steele could do nothing to keep it out, and Lloyd Dyer strikes an equaliser quickly. Importantly for Nigel Pearson too. He did it all himself, taking it on the chest, driving it between Bobby Hassel and Steele into the net, unerringly, at a perfect time as well, having just gone behind. Leicester level. McEverly. A long ball is for Vastey, who takes it down smartly. Decides to hold things up while reinforcements arrive. The little back heel is to Danny Drinkwater. No way in for the moment. There could be here. It's Gray again, and lightning strikes twice through Andy Gray. Is it going to be his day?
corner taken by Gallagher again towards St Ledger. Camp hasn't got their balls loose. And Peltier was in there as well. It's going to come back out now to Dyer and for Gallagher. And now Lloyd Dyer once more. Dyer's ball fizzed in, and the opening goal. Beckford at the near post got a touch, did he? Or is Dyer going to claim it?
Well, we're not sure who scored this goal. It may even be an own goal. I think it's an own goal. I personally think this is an own goal, maybe.
Yeah, George Boateng got the last touch, didn't he?
Yes, exactly right.
Well, the first corner here taken by Andy Reid. Reid's ball in, there's a tumble. There's a double tumble in the box, but away now on the break will come Nugent. He's got two with him. Dyer and Dans, and Beckford ahead of them. Nugent still now for Dans. Peltier overlapping him. Dans for Peltier. And Peltier's cross. Camp can't get there. Beckford can. And that's 2-0.
What a fantastic goal. What a breakaway. Terrific goal by Leicester City. Look at this play. This is great play by Leicester. Out to Dans. Overlapping fullback. Look at this cross. Camp gets a hand on it, can only flick it up. Beckford with the header. Terrific goal. Great play by Leicester City.
I did look at the record books at half-time. Leicester's biggest win over Forest was 5-1 at the old Filbert Street. That was way back in 1913. Here, though, is Beckford for a third goal tonight, which he's got. 2 for Beckford, 3 for Leicester. And Forest made that bright second-half start. Now back to square one.
What a finish. This is sheer quality. Long clearance from the goalkeeper, not dealt with by the centre-half. And again, in behind Moussi. Beckford with a little chip over the keeper. Forest just do not deal with this. Look, Moussi's caught out, chipped by Beckford. What a finish.
Through it goes here now for the shots from Beckford, blocked away. And there is Beckford to score the first Leicester hat-trick against Forest since Don Revie. 4-0. Forest falling apart, Leicester in dreamland.
Beckford looking to move in behind again. Good save by the goalkeeper. Needs some help from his defenders. None was forthcoming. And then Beckford simply put the ball into the net on the second occasion. I've got to say it's another good finish because he's almost on the ground as he hits this shot. He is on the ground. 4-0.
Well, Nigel Pearson's men having a wonderful night. They're on the way to round 4 for sure.
By Mills has come to David Nugent. Nugent will shoot, and Nugent will score! A spectacular goal at St Mary's! Quarter of an hour on the clock, and David Nugent gets a wonderful goal for Leicester.
This is what he brings to the table. So much work to do, but he's allowed to come inside. That's the mistake from the Southampton defenders. They've got to show him down the line onto his left foot. Dan Harding shows him inside and pays the ultimate price because the rest of it, top quality, absolutely sensational and unstoppable.
Gallagher with a good low delivery there. Southampton did well to get away. Dyer. This is St Ledger to try and tee it up, and they have a second Leicester City. Matt Mills with his first goal for the club.
Well, I'll take a bow, Sean St Ledger, because I'm not sure there's many people in this ground who would have expected a goal to be crafted like that. It's your two central defenders. Brilliant skill and a good ball into a dangerous area. It's not dealt with. Matt Mills has become a goal-scoring centre-half, hasn't he? And he's just demonstrated exactly why. It's a powerful header from fairly close range. Kelvin Davis has got no chance.
leaves it for Fox. Curler towards the far post. Schmeichel gets it away. Well, that's brilliant, you know. That is brilliant goalkeeping. Fox. This time it's a little more comfortable for Kasper Schmeichel. Well, watch this. Does really well, and look, palms it out. That is going in the corner. Mills. This is a crack. He's only got one goal tonight, or will it be Konchesky? It will! And the woodwork only prevents Paul Konchesky. Nugent puts it over. Oh, that was brilliant. Knows exactly what he's doing. Over the wall, Kelvin Davis is beaten, all ends up the goalkeeper. It gets nowhere near that, and then Southampton get a huge slice of luck.
I think the biggest thing for me is the atmosphere at work recently has been good. You know, the lads have been really excited about coming in, and training's been bright and bubbly, and we're going into games full of confidence. I just think it makes it easier when you're playing in a team where everybody's bubbling. I thought our pressing tonight was fantastic from the front. We've continued that onto since Forest, and we seem to have a recipe of winning games. So we just need to keep drumming it out now. I think we've been questioned in certain games this season, and you know, us as players, we want to prove how good we are, and we want to show our fans that you know, we're here, we're committed to the club, and we really want to do something.
It's a good ball by Konchesky, and the sliding challenge was important. Danger not over Mills. 1-0. Jermaine Beckford just can't scoring FA Cup goals. Hat-trick in the last round. And not even 4 minutes on the clock at the King Power Stadium. And the championship side ahead.
So you see here, Mills is unmarked. It's a free header. And when it pops back, Johnny on the spot. No one senses his danger, just slides it in.
How cool was Mills, though? He just waited, saw the pass.
You know what? You can be that cool if you're not under pressure.
That's a good ball. Gallagher. Caddis gets it half away. And you know who scores another FA Cup goal. Jermaine Beckford doubles Leicester's lead. It's harsh on Swindon, but they're edging in. Leicester now on round 5.
They've got him behind here, Leicester. Not really cleared by Caddis. It's a rising ball for Beckford, but you know what? He dispatches this really well.
With a hat-trick of wins at the end of January, came a hat-trick of hot prospects ready to set the team alight in February.
It's a new challenge for me, it's a new start. I'm here to play, and I want to help the team out.
Peltier looking for options, goes longer, finds Wellens. Flicks one up to the far post, and it's nodded in by David Nugent. Celebrating his 10th league goal of the season. And Leicester City are in front. Well worked. Wellens spotting Nugent unmarked at the far post. And nods home from short range. His goal separates the side so far as McMahon sends in the corner, and it's touched in by McDonald. We're all level at the King Power Stadium. Beckford. Dans looks for Beckford again. Lovely first touch. Just over the bar. Nice move from Leicester. One-touch stuff between Nugent and Dans. And Beckford just couldn't quite apply the finish. Beckford able to turn. He's got plenty of blue shirts in support. Touched away by Steele. It's been all Leicester, and Beckford continuing to cause Middlesbrough problems. Nugent does well to win that in the air. Beckford, first time strike off the bar. He can't come any closer to scoring. He's got a smile on his face, not sure what his reaction would have been had that have gone in. McMahon strikes and finds the net, and Middlesbrough are in front with 10 minutes remaining. Middlesbrough going backwards in an effort to hold on to what they've got, but McMahon has gifted a chance to Beckford. Steele couldn't get there. Beckford can, and with 4 minutes to go, we're all square. Beckford has done everything but score up till now. Still had a lot to do after charging down the ball. It was a really acute angle under pressure from the Middlesbrough defender, but he managed to sneak it home. Now can Leicester go on and win it?
With Nugent and Beckford both on the score sheet yet again, the two strikers were proving a formidable force, and they were hungry for more.
It'd be nice to score 20 goals, you know. I mean, I've not been as prolific as I wanted over the past few seasons, but Johnny has, you know, it's only last season where he hasn't really played every game, and you know, when he was at Leeds, he's hitting 25s, 30s, so you know, we can carry that. You know, it takes the burden off one of us, but if it's my job to do it, then I'm more than welcome to do it as well.
What a good season Brighton have had under Gus Poyet here in their new stadium, and they're looking to do well here as well. Sparrow involved in the move. It's not going to count. Barnes rolls it into the net, but that is why it will not count. Stabbed back by Beckford to Peltier. King into the area, useful looking ball. Covered by Dunk here. Turns away from Beckford, who follows through a little bit meatily. And the referee says play on. And play on they do. The crowd have really reacted here, and so referee Woolmer is going to come over to have words with his assistant about that Beckford challenge. Here it is again, Jermaine Beckford. The ball has gone. He's a little bit late following through, but the referee has decided it's going to be a card. Oh, it's a red one. It's a red one, and Leicester are reduced to 10 men. Jermaine Beckford is off. Here goes Vicente, the Spaniard, the former Valencia man. Cricket involved as well, and Sparrow. And Sparrow, who he's hurt Ben Marshall. And the referee may even things up here. Sparrow's in hot water. And yes, it's the second red of the afternoon from the pocket of Mr. Woolmer. And it's Matthew Sparrow, the former Scunthorpe player, who goes this time. Vicente is involved in all the best Brighton movement. And he's forward again here now. This is Vicente. He'll clip on across. Chance of an equaliser taken by Buckley. And Brighton, right at the death, may have got a winning goal here. And revenge for their defeat at Leicester earlier in the season. Downs couldn't win it. Chases after Vicente. And nudges Vicente. He's already been booked. This won't count. The whistle has already gone. But Downs may be the second Leicester player and the third in the game to see a red card today. Neil Downs off. Bad day for Leicester.
Here's Dyer, looking to stretch Cardiff if they can. Easily away. But it's Gallagher. There's still a hint of ambition here to Leicester's play. Wellens. Konchesky is going to go for one. And a good save by the goalkeeper. There's no shortage of confidence there, was there? Gallagher's corner. Oh, there's a scramble going on here. Well, there's a claim, and it's given. The referee says penalty. I think it's Wellens who was brought down in the middle of all this, a pushover. There he goes, and the penalty's given. So Gallagher with his back to goal. This is an unusual routine, isn't it? Now he turns, and now he finishes. Emphatic. And Leicester have the lead just before half-time. Well, every penalty taker has his own style, and this certainly works for Gallagher. Drinkwater is harrying away here, and he's done well. Gets it off Whittingham. Now what support has he got? This is Dyer. Nugent wants it. Nugent gets it! And a very good save to deny him by David Marshall. Feels he should have scored. And maybe he should, because he was in acres of space here. Kincheski. Here's Beckford. Oh, this is lovely from Jermaine Beckford. Oh, and a good effort on goal as well. The keeper had to be sharp there. Nice pace and good poise, but good save. Kincheski read it well. Here's Dyer, showing some real energy. Oh, that was cynical by Cowie. It will be a free kick. Whether it should have been a card of one colour or another is an argument to be made as well. So Kincheski or Gallagher? That's the question. There's the answer! Gallagher, second of the day, 9th of the season. He's on fire at the moment. Simple up and down over the wall. Simple to plan, harder to execute, but he's executed it brilliantly. Fantastic free kick. So Whittingham with a corner, it's swung. Oh, the goalkeeper doesn't quite get hold of that. And it's still not cleared away here, and it will be a penalty. A push by Peltier. Well, the claims from the Leicester defenders, whether it was 6 of one and half a dozen of the other maybe, but the referee has seen it differently. Is it a handball? Here's Whittingham, and he scores it very well. It's still a game on here, with 13 minutes left to play.
Murray will take this Watford free kick just by the corner flag. Helped on and in from Mariappa. Just 5 minutes in and we have the opening goal. It's Mariappa who finds the back of the net. Oh, all the way through and eventually into the arms of Kasper Schmeichel. Looks to get Leicester on the attack quickly. Very good distribution, finds Beckford. First time ball to David Nugent. Blue shirt streaming forward. Nugent, oh, and into the corner. Wonderful strike from David Nugent. And Watford held the lead for just 5 minutes before Leicester struck back with Nugent's 11th goal of the season. Huge clearance from Schmeichel. Helped on by Nugent and then by Gallagher. Beckford's back heel to Nugent, who finds a top corner. And Leicester go from 1 down to 1 up. Oh, one-touch stuff. Murray strikes. Oh, he took a wicked deflection and Watford are level. Schmeichel stood no chance. Nugent just got enough on the ball to find Dyer. Always full of running. St Ledger making a good run forward from the back. Tees up Beckford. He's put it wide. Completely unmarked. And Watford have got out of jail with that one. Oh, Dyer has managed to sneak his way through. And Watford can't clear their lines at the moment. Gallagher, never frightened to shoot. And Loach touches the ball past the post. It's been a thrilling game. Poised at 2-2 at the moment. Dans has been brushed aside. And the ball has found its way through to Forsyth, and it's opened up, and he's put Watford in front. Just 10 minutes remain. Konchesky fires one forward, last throw of the dice perhaps. Howard's flick on, Beckford through, dragged down on the edge of the area. And the referee, he's still thinking about it. It's going to be a free kick. Leicester claim a penalty. Looks as though the linesman has indicated to the referee that that took place outside of the area. And in all of the melee, it's Lloyd Doyley who has been sent off. Konchesky or Gallagher. It's Gallagher, he strikes the wall. And now it's Dans. Oh, he sliced it wide. And Watford may have held on.
Corner number 4. This time to be taken by Ben Marshall. Suspicion the ball might have been moving. It's in! Leicester City have taken the lead. The early pressure pays off. Joy for Nigel Pearson's side. 1-0 to the Championship team.
You can see him there, makes his run, gets in, I think gets a whack in the chops for his trouble. But that pain will go away once you see that ball nestle in the back of the net.
Bennett. Jackson. Plenty of blue shirts back here. One of them deflects. Jackson strike. Oh, the goalkeeper on Bennett. Referee says penalty. Oh, what a soft penalty conceded by Kasper Schmeichel.
I feel sympathy for Schmeichel because I think the Norwich City player most certainly plays for this, because all of a sudden he's moving and stops.
Where's Houlihan with the penalty? Great save, Houlihan again! Just about tucks it in for the equaliser. Leicester scored from their last corner. Ben Marshall to take number 5. So Ledger's in there again, and smashed off the line incredibly. Referee's assistant says it did not cross the line.
Does Steer get a push off of Wes Morgan? Oh, I don't know.
Here's Nugent. Oh, chance for Nugent! It's 2-1 Leicester City. He rolled it home quite beautifully past Jed Steer.
It's a long hoiked ball in there, little flick on, no one's marking him. Then when he cuts inside, because Beckford movement takes away Elliott Ward, as cool as you like.
Two clubs separated by a couple of junctions on the M1 motorway, poles apart recently in the transfer market. Well, Dyer knows he's got the beating of Green, tees it up for Dans! 1-0! Made by Dyer, finished up by Dans, and it's a Leicester lead.
Well, it's outstanding, and if you don't learn the moral of the story here for Leicester City, you never will. You've got to get the ball out to Lloyd Dyer, because that was electric. Jermaine Beckford takes Sean Barker, the centre-half, away. That leaves Green exposed. Dyer does the rest, and then Dans gets a good contact. That's all you can ask for when you're going to meet a ball on the volley like this. Get a good, firm contact. Derby County, he will have liked what he'd seen so far. What he would love, more than anything, is another goal to give them that cushion.
Nugent saw it blocked away by Shackle.
That was vital, you know, that was flying goalwards. Absolutely vital interception.
And there's another vital one. Wellens has set off alongside Dans. Oh, just off the outside of the post.
Was there a save in there, or a deflection? For the second time in the space of a minute or so, Neil Dans drives, lets a shot go, and it is a good save, you know. I think Frank Fielding gets the slightest of touches.
Retention of the ball, which allows Peltier to run. Marshall. Hung up invitingly. He's come through to Nugent, and he's put it wide.
requirement that he would have expected of himself, David Nugent, is to hit the target.
Saved and onto the crossbar. David Nugent so close to taking this one beyond Derby County.
Fielding clearly trying to palm that over the bar and gets it horribly wrong.
Nugent taking up position. Oh, that's rattled against the post. And now he fouls it against the woodwork as well. Would you believe it?
He has been excellent tonight, there's no question. Certainly as an attacker. Goes for the near post, gets unlucky.
Leicester back to winning ways. Their undulating season hits a high with a double over Derby County. The early damage done in the first half by Neil Dans. Leicester, who needed to win here to keep playoff hopes alive, have done it.
It was an emotional start to March at the King Power Stadium as defender Bruno Berner said his farewells following the announcement of his retirement. The Swiss international played 97 games in his 3.5 years at the club.
Incredible, it just blew me away. I mean, it was really shocked in a positive way, you know, talking to birds, you know, preparing my speech towards the crowd. All of a sudden, Gaffer is standing in front of me and say, well, hold on a second, you should talk to the players right now. But, you know, that tells you what man he is, and, you know, there's so much humanity, you know, inside of him. So, what a gesture of him, really speaks for himself. More than that, it was very emotional, but I couldn't ask for more. What a departure, what a goodbye, fantastic. We'll always remember that.
We'll call it the M69 Derby. By the way, it was won by Leicester earlier in the season, in fact, the very early part of the season. And they have a penalty here. Wellens upended by Craney. And an early chance for Leicester to put themselves in front. Dans against Murphy. And Murphy makes the save. Gets the correct direction, and it made it comfortable. Schmeichel again going long. No breaks for Dyer. Beckford, good stop, but not for long. Nugent, 4 in 4 for him. 1-0. A goal that had been coming. Beckford denied, but Nugent gets his 14th of the season. Nugent and Wellens with a lovely combination, and Beckford the beneficiary. Really nice goal. Lovely play between Nugent and Wellens, and Beckford couldn't miss. St Ledger, it's a bit short, but Morgan will get there. Penalty. Foul on Nimley. Morgan looks puzzled. Penalty the decision. Well, we've already had one penalty saved this afternoon, and it was at that end by Murphy. And we've another. Klingen denied by Schmeichel. Great goalkeeping. It was a well-struck kick by Klingen. Schmeichel with a terrific save. Leicester City fans going through their repertoire at the moment. Challenge by Konchesky is left nimbly on the floor, and Konchesky with a red card. Well, he's protesting his innocence, but he will have to go.
Lloyd Dyer. Nugent. Oh, it'll run through to Dyer again. Oh, he smashed it into the top corner. And Leicester are in front at Ashton Gate. Link-up play around the edge of the area. And Dyer just smashes this one beyond David James. Stead, room to turn. He's picked out Cisse. It rolls over the line. And Bristol City have got level. All happening just before half-time here. Nearly fell for Stead. It might fall for Pittman. It has. And Bristol City are in front. Dyer. I'll drink water. Dyer finds Kennedy. Plays arriving in the middle. Oh, and that might fall for Dan, and it has. Neil Dans prods the ball home. Leicester are level. And he celebrates in front of the jubilant Foxes fans. Got between two defenders and squeezed it into the back of the net. Stead's onside. Finds Pittman in space on the right. Thought about the shot. Then does. He struck a deflection off the post and turned home by Stead. And Bristol City are back in front as we approach the final 10 minutes of the game.
Leicester's next challenge was at the Madejski Stadium against fellow promotion hopefuls Reading. The Royals were on a phenomenal run of form, coming off the back of 7 successive wins in the league.
Here's Hunt. I'm not sure if that's good skills or good fortune there by Hunt, but he's kept possession. There's a real problem here for Leicester because that's a decent ball in. It's still not cleared. Legend Wood has hit an absolute firecracker. No way they were keeping this out. Legend Wood. This is Noel Hunt. It's Roberts who's in there. And Roberts with the second. He's making a real impact with Reading. Howard. Oh, it might run through here. Dyer. Well, it took a deflection on its way through. But a very decent effort. Just wide. This is Hunt. Reading are looking for a third. Church! Well, there was nobody with him. It simply needed scoring. And a minute before the 90's up, Reading have their third. It's Gallagher. It's Howard who's got a touch to it. This is Dans. Too little, too late, you fear. But a third goal in 4 games, that's quite a return.
A disappointing result, but the manager was confident on narrowing the gap on the playoff spots.
The league is interesting at the moment because 4th, 5th and 6th, I think, are up for grabs for a number of teams, and we're on the periphery of that. But we still feel that because of the fact that there's more places available, that there's still a lot of football and a lot of opportunities left this season. There are a number of sides whose form of late has been a little bit unsteady, and but we'll all be thinking the same thing, and that is to make sure that we finish strongly. So who knows what the totals will be, but we've just got to make sure that we take care of ourselves.
Chris Burke turns back inside. Attempted pass was blocked off, and Dorr with the strike. Force this near side to Townsend. Decent delivery, Zigic goes down, and the referee has awarded a penalty. Zigic caught in a Leicester sandwich. Wade Elliott with the opportunity, which he takes for Birmingham. And they take a first-half lead. Delivering from the left, Nugent gets a touch off the post, and Beckford can't miss. 1-1. Not sure about the celebration. I think Beckford was hoping that was going to drop over the line for his teammate, happy to watch it. But when he came off the post, he was quick to react. Neat turn from Bamber away from King. Now Kennedy. Ball over the top, and Schlupp is onside. Oh, it's a lovely finish through the legs of Myhill. And Leicester are in front. Ten minutes remain. This could be a crucial goal for Leicester. Took so calmly though by the young Ghanaian. Last chance you feel for Birmingham to salvage something deep into injury time. Leicester deal with the danger, and things may get even better for the Foxes as Beckford races away and finishes. That's 3-1. And that goal keeps Leicester's playoff hopes alive. Beckford sprinting away from the Birmingham defence, and then it was all about the finish, which he applied.
Mata with the Chelsea corner. In by Mata. Cahill arriving on this! Gary Cahill has scored for Chelsea. It's his first goal for the club. And the T-shirt with the message of the weekend. Pray for Fabrice Muamba. Chesky's throw towards Nugent. The boot was high, but the head was low. Now Torres through the gearbox. Looks to get away from Wellens here. In the centre, he's got support here. It's Kalu. It's a second Chelsea goal inside 18 minutes. Bosingwa. Torres, Sturridge, Torres, or rather this now is around the Welsh, I should say, into Fernando Torres. Yes! Wellens now sets Dans away. This is Dans who takes it on, hits the post, and Beckford has his 6th FA Cup goal this season.
Neil Dans has been exceptional today for me, and this goal is all about what Dans does. Great driving run off the post, and Beckford right place, right time. I think they've deserved a goal today, Leicester, and maybe none more than Neil Dans and Jermaine Beckford.
There is Torres! Two goals for the man who couldn't score. Leicester can take much from their display here today, second half especially. This is Marshall. Marshall again via Beckford, and Marshall! Oh, how about that? His first Leicester goal is one he and his manager will not forget in a hurry.
Well, there's one to keep watching over and over again. Doesn't matter who you are, you score a goal like this, you don't forget. Trust me, that's stunning.
Torres, good feet. Here he goes, Torres in the centre, Sturridge. For Chelsea, Fernando Torres for Real Madrid. 5-2 Chelsea.
Hence will take it. It's Phillips, and it's in. Schmeichel did his best, but couldn't keep it out. Dance. Drinkwater. And Beckford onside, on target. Goal 13 of the season. Drinkwater's layoff, and Beckford pokes it through the legs of Gilks. Nugent. Leicester in front. Such a simple goal. The floated corner. The unchallenged header. Konchesky. Dans! Oh dear, should have scored. He knows it. What an opening. And it could and maybe should have been 3-1. Flick on by Phillips. Here's Bednar. Still going, Bednar. Still! Scores against the club who hired him not that long ago. Cleared by Bamba. Nugent. Rainey couldn't control it. Drinkwater finds Marshall, who finds Beckford. 2 for Beckford. 3 for Leicester. 3-2 now. Marshall, who's barely been on the field. And what a touch. Still pressing Blackpool. Ince. Phillips. Yes! Right at the end. Blackpool. 3-3.
Hobbs bringing the ball out for Hull. Dans, well, he's lost the ball in the centre circle there. The chance of a break from Matty Fryatt for Hull City, and he's nicked it in. It'll just have the legs to get across the line. Schmeichel had come out to confront him, but Matty Fryatt gives Hull the lead. Nicky Barmby happy. Drinkwater. Leicester have 4 up here around the edge of that Hull penalty area. Dyer to take the game forward, to lash the ball in and score. Well, that's come from nothing really, but Lloyd Dyer brings Leicester level, and a smile no doubt to Nigel Pearson's face. Manoli could have done better, surely. Dyer seems to be taking the ball on. He fends off Dawson and beats the keeper. All ends up Leicester 1, Hull 1. Drinkwater. I have to go back before he goes forward. He does. It's a good response this from Leicester, from Marshall! It's 2-1 Leicester. The ball took a horrible deflection and confused Manoni. The man on loan from Arsenal is beaten again. Remember, Marshall scored a very similar goal at Stamford Bridge against Chelsea only a week or so ago. Leicester have the advantage from this one. 2-1 they lead. Drinkwater's been involved in some good moments here for Leicester City. This time it's out from Manoni. Ooh, Dans has gone in very hard. On McKenna, the referee, Mr. Miller from County Durham. Dan's reacting furiously as though he's the injured party in this one. He and McKenna exchanging words, the 4th official explaining something to Nigel Pearson. Hobbs and Beckford involved as well, but Dans is going to be sent off for the 2nd time this season.
There's Konchesky to try and whip one in. Drinkwater. There's Marshall, who's going to go for goal! And Lee Kemp with his fingertips, denies him. He's in terrific form of late, isn't he? This kind of range, this time denied. Well, up comes Bamba. That's a very good, solid challenge. And again here by Bamba, who suddenly put his side on the attack. This is Beckford. Dyer's making the running, and Dyer's just wide. Terrific by Leicester City, though. Really energetic stuff.
Forest's best chance struck the bar, but City held on for a clean sheet, much to the delight of Kasper Schmeichel, who captained the side for the first time.
Huge honour for me. Yeah, one of the highlights of my career, definitely. Being allowed to captain a club like Leicester City is definitely up there with one of the big highlights of my career. We're pleased that we stayed disciplined at the back, and we didn't, when we went for it, we didn't go hell for leather and leave the back door open. Some of the goals we've been conceding of late have been a little bit unlucky. You know, the first Blackpool goal was, you know, it's a good header, but I save it onto the back of Richie and it goes in. You know, it's one of those where we haven't really had the rub of the green with some of them, but as I said, we have to keep things tighter, and we did that tonight, which is good and very pleasing when we're going forward, because we're always looking to win the game, but it's the discipline to stay back and you know, just close the back door.
Leicester take the corner short. This is Marshall. Options at the far post. Morgan's header palmed away. Still with Morgan. Just couldn't quite get the ball under control. First decent chance goes the way of the visitors. Marshall's right-footed delivery. Morgan causing problems at the far post. Peterborough get the ball away, but it's only a brief respite. As Marshall sends in another cross. St Ledger rising. Couldn't convert against his former club. The backed off Sinclair, and his pass has searched out Boyd, who's got in behind, but drags his shot wide. McCann's corner. Coming onto it, but off the line. McCann again. Boyd in front of him. McCann happy to go by himself. Now he finds Taylor. Opens up for the shot. Finds the bottom corner. It's a beautiful goal from Paul Taylor. Boyd onto Sinclair. Boyd looking for the return. It's flicked away, but it's Rowe on the charge. Brought down by Schmeichel. Penalty to Peterborough. A yellow card for Schmeichel. Rowe was going away from the goal. McCann steps up, and Schmeichel saves. And Leicester clear. That's Schmeichel's third consecutive penalty save. The danger not over, though. Here's Taylor. Well, Schmeichel saves again at point-blank range. This save may have kept his side in the game. It's a ball hanging goalwards. Beckford turns it home, but the referee has already pulled play back. Morgan fouling Jones in the Peterborough goal, and that won't count.
Dyer, Nugent, good effort, and helped over by Ikeme. Decent save. Good hit by Nugent, full of confidence. Another Leicester corner. And thought for a moment it was going to get smuggled into the back of the Doncaster net, but Nigel Pearson's frustrated. Peltier. Ball in, and another good save by Ikeme. This time Beckford is denied. He applauds the service. Nugent and Drinkwater. Good moment for him. First goal for Leicester, and he puts them ahead against Doncaster. Not the cleanest contact, but effective. Here's Peltier. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, Ikeme has made some terrific saves, but I'm afraid in the second minute of the second half, a moment that'll appear on many a Christmas DVD. Marshall. Assessing his options. Oh, brilliant! Brilliant from Marshall. His third goal for Leicester, and it's an absolute cracker. Worth seeing again. They all enjoyed that one. Here's Schlupp. Just about got it away, Doncaster. Now then, same position for Marshall. Almost the same result. Schlupp. Claims of handball. Marshall's unlucky. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Unlucky. Every time Marshall gets the ball, they say shoot. Gallagher. Number 4. And that wraps it up. Nice tidy finish, and he's into double figures.
So several options here for Ipswich Town. What have they been doing on the practice ground? Well, that's nicely worked, and it's a shot there which is just tipped aside. It was Ledbetter, and it's a decent save from Schmeichel. Konchesky makes himself available down this left side. He takes the return ball as well from Marshall. Cuts it back in. It's a good save. Very good save by Lee Barrett. He had to tip that one from Nugent in the air and did his job well, and then caught on the rebound. And here for Scotland, and Scotland will score. Well, it came from nothing really. There didn't look to be a great deal on there for Jason Scotland. Up towards Beckford, glances the ball down towards Marshall. Marshall here, taken out by Carson. Free kick Leicester. Now Josh Carson just taking his man down. So Konchesky is there. So here is Marshall, who hit it hard and low and true into the net. Marshall is becoming something of a specialist with long-range strikes like this one. The signing from Stoke City scores his 4th for Leicester. Gallagher on the charge, hard and low. Oh, dearie me. Edwards, that would have been some spectacular own goal from the boot of Carlos Edwards straight into the legs of his keeper Lee Barrett. Marshall with the corner here for Leicester. Palmed away. Lee Barrett does his job once again. Decent header, mind you. Ipswich on a good run here, seeking their 6th win in 7 at Portman Road. Well, they will have to defend again here now. It is Gallagher doing some good work for Leicester down that right side. And then it's Nugent, and it's fisted away by Lee Barrett. Gallagher a second time in here, and they've got their reward this time. Nugent, he loves coming here to Portman Road. 7 goals in 6 visits to the ground for him. More importantly, Leicester City have what could prove to be a winning goal.
They're all very important games for us at the moment, but 6 points over the last 3 days doesn't do us any harm. So the mood's good, and I think we deserved it today. We could have won more convincingly in the end. I think we had a number of chances in the second half. and really defended pretty well as a team as well. So I'm pleased today because Saturday we had a convincing win, but we didn't play particularly well. Today we played better, but it's about the 3 points at the moment.
James Henry is lining this one up. There's Robinson with a header back. Kane! Oh! Well, he had so much time. And Millwall have the lead. There's Gallagher. Peltier's the man out wide. All the way through here to Marshall. Marshall with a good pullback as well, and it's going to fall for Nugent. Oh, he's hit it straight at the goalkeeper. Well, they're still looking to keep the pressure on. But the chance here, and the keeper is well placed, luckily. Keogh picking up the running here. This is Kane. Was he caught? He was. Konchesky has given the penalty away. It's a rash challenge. Well, Schmeichel saved the last 3 penalties he saved. Will this be a 4th? No, it won't. That was superbly executed by Keogh. Leicester's promotion hopes are in trouble now. 2-0 they trail. Konchesky carefully watching this. It's away. Well, that's high and hopeful, and it needed keeping out in the end. And applause. And the man who went for goal for the keeper. Here's Konchesky. Looking to pick out a man in the penalty area. Half away, it's driven in by Marshall. Nugent. Drinkwater has found a way through, but it's possibly too little too late. They needed this to get themselves back in the game, but they still need another.
Defeat at the Den meant that the Foxes were on the hunt for 3 vital points against Burnley to keep their playoff hopes alive. And City had the best of the early exchanges.
Konchesky into Dyer. Ball between 2 defenders. Saved by Grant. Beckford was looking for the pullback. After creating the opportunity, Dyer deciding to go alone. Leicester still searching out what would be a crucial goal to keep their playoff hopes alive. Nugent from range saw an opportunity. It wasn't far away, as his reaction tells you. Just didn't dip enough at the end. Marshall ignores Dyer, sends the ball straight in. Peltier's header. Off the line from Trippier, who was stood firm on the post to deny Leicester, who still search out that crucial goal. Austin's header come off the post, and oh, he won't turn it in. It's Bamba with a game-saving interception. Schmeichel beaten, and it rolled across the line onto the other post, and Bamba denied. Drinkwater, not far off. Was always rising, you feel. And as time ticks on, you just feel that Leicester's late playoff bid may just be failing.
With that goalless draw, City's push for the top 6 spot suffered a major blow. But there were still 2 tasty ties on the horizon as the season drew to a close.
Schmeichel, whose distribution with the boot is among the best in this division. Marshall's got away from his man here. He's got Beckford in the middle. It's good, it's Beckford! It's 1-0!
Matt Taylor loses his bearings, and then Marshall does really well. Look at Beckford's movement. Just drifts off the back of James Tompkins, and he asks for a perfect delivery, a perfect cross. And my word, doesn't he get one? He looks up Marshall, he dinks it over Tompkins, and Beckford, simple task. He's not going to miss from there. It's a wonderful cross, a wonderful header.
Corner number 1. Important glance away at the near post by Andy King. Tompkins, who's been among the goals for West Ham this season. Collison. Noble. Taylor. That's a great ball in on a plate for Winston Reid to level up for West Ham. Bamba. Nolan. Cole. O'Neill. Drinkwater breaks it up. Vastey gets a touch back. O'Neill. Blocked by St Ledger. Collison! Fires West Ham into the league! A hugely significant blow for West Ham United!
Leicester doing well in these early phases from the corner. It's Bamba, and Lonergan manages to fist away, and then Becchio completes the clearance. Sol Bamba rising very high there. Lonergan up into the Leicester half where it's headed forward. Oh dear, an ungainly slice of the ball by Michael Brown. Now it's Danny Pugh, and he too makes an error, and it's left Waghorn with a chance to score his first of the season on the last day of the season. Lovely moment for Martin Waghorn, horrible moment for the Leeds defence and Neil Warnock. A comedy of errors, initially from Brown, secondly from Pugh, and Waghorn well positioned to go on and take advantage with only 10 minutes played. Snodgrass, Leeds United's best player all season. Their captain at the moment as well, a Scottish international, twisting and turning as he does frequently. Then it was back in by Forsell, surely an equaliser! Danny Webber puts the gloss on it. I think it would have gone in from Snodgrass anyway. Back come Leicester again. Nugent now. Marshall awaits. Here is Ben Marshall. Leicester looking for a second goal, and they've got it as well. Panayiotou. His first goal. Warnock furious, thinks there was an offside. Leicester are going to finish the campaign with a win. Not enough, sadly, to take them into the playoffs. But Panayiotou, it's a lovely moment for him on debut. A winning goal, maybe.
The win at Ellen Road saw the Foxes finish just short of the playoff places. A sign that the foundations have been laid for what promises to be an exciting season in 2012-13.